Now, the single mum forced to live in a garage with her kids after a house fire turned their home into a toxic dump. But bizarrely, the landlord thought the soot-infested property was perfectly livable.
And I kind of didn't want to come back here, and now I feel like this has happened.
It's not something you want to be breathing in, is it?
No, I don't want to be breathing it in.
It's disgusting that in this day and age that people are asking people to live like that.
Your hands end up like that, no matter what I touched.
You haven't even looked properly. So this is where the fire started, right here?
Yeah, right here.
A lithium battery left charging at home is what has turned Hazel Ball's life upside down.
Apparently somehow it's caught fire here.
CCTV cameras capture the start of the blaze as smoke billows out from each side of the house. Fire crews were quick to the scene and extinguished it before it really takes hold, but it burned for long enough to fill the entire house with toxic smoke.
The soot is just everywhere, isn't it? Like all through the ceilings.
Yep.
Those white streaks are where the trail of soot has been wiped clean. The light fittings, the smoke alarms, the air conditioners are all covered in it.
You know what I mean? Your hands end up like that, no matter what I touch.
It's left a trail through the entire house, even making it inside the kitchen pantry, which had its door closed.
The smoke
Yeah.
soot has got in there as well.
Yep.
Hazel started to clean the kitchen benches, but the black stains refused to budge.
Fire crews told her the whole house was toxic to live in its current state, especially with two young daughters. But her property manager sent out an electrician who deemed this was fine.
Unable to afford a motel or find emergency accommodation, Hazel was left with few options.
Everywhere they suggested I rang had no vacancies, so I thought all I could do was stay here in the shed because at least it's somewhere.
That's right, Hazel is making a home out of her garage. The fans are trying to keep the temperature down, which hits a sweltering 35 degrees outside.
Well, it's not that nice because obviously it's open. And, you know, the girls don't like being in here.
I don't really like it because it gets hot and uncomfortable and heaps of bugs come in and mosquitoes.
There's limited cooking options for 10-year-old Kayla and 7-year-old Crystal.
Because I can't cook, I'm obviously having to go and get a lot of stuff which normally you wouldn't be spending money on. So that's making it hard just in that sense and just not being able to provide proper food.
For 2 weeks, she was still paying rent on the house, even though it was uninhabitable. The smoke alarms alone would be enough to make any tenancy non-compliant.
She shouldn't be living in a garage. At least she should be put up in some sort of accommodation, considering that this has taken way too long.
Christine Numovsky is from the Logan Fire Support Network.
Yeah, uncomfortable night's sleep, hey?
When she heard about Hazel's plight, she stepped in to help.
These are people's lives, it's their emotional welfare. She's got 2 young kids. Those kids are now living in a shed on the side of the property. That's not fair.
We came out to film exactly 2 weeks after the fire, and on the same day, the property manager arrived for her first look too.
This is not a good situation that she's been left in here.
Okay.
Have you
Look, I haven't seen the property, and I feel as if I've been blindsided, and I can't comment, so...
The fire happened 2 weeks ago.
We didn't know the property manager was even coming, but she certainly wasn't keen to talk.
We just want to get a solution for this. You haven't even looked properly.
We usually see insurance out within 24 to 48 hours. It's a relatively quick process, so someone's obviously sat on their hands here and decided not to do anything.
And when you turn to help and they sort of say there's not much we can do, you're more or less on the street, really.
We contacted the real estate agency's head office, but they refused to comment due to privacy reasons. Hazel says she's always paid her rent on time and done everything she can to be a good tenant.
This place, when I came here, had a lot of things wrong with it, and I went out of my way to fix quite a lot here.
and they were happy how good I was doing with fixing doors and painting the place out and stuff like that. And
She just wishes her landlord and the real estate agency would have a heart.
Like if I had a house and something like this happened, I'd sort of try my best to help the people.
Well, since our interest in Hazel's case, the real estate agency moved Hazel and her daughters into another house until the damage is repaired. But more than 2 months has now passed and they are no closer to moving back into their home.